Good morning, my dear student. Today I am going to start the new one topic motion in one dimension, two dimension. Motion in one dimension, all of you study speed, velocity, instantaneous acceleration. Is it or not? Instantaneous acceleration is v a is equal to dv by dt. Instantaneous velocity v is equal to dx by dt or ds by dt. That you know, all of you. You also derive the formula for the uniformly accelerated motion. V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. In this, we have to apply this one formula. First of all, motion in one dimension. The motion in one dimension, we can say when out of three coordinates, only one coordinate changes with the passage of time. For example, a man walking on a road. A man walking on a straight and narrow road is an example of motion in one dimension. Motion in two dimensions, a projectile motion, that we have to study. And motion in three dimensions, a kite flying in the sky, that is the motion in three dimension. Motion of gas molecule in a cubical container, that is the motion in three dimension. Cubical container having the three sides, length, breadth and height, x, y, z, all the three coordinates are vary. In two dimension, only two coordinates are changes, x and y. That's why we can say motion in two dimension. For example, projectile motion, motion of a carom coin on the carom board, motion of billiards ball in a billiard court. These are the example of motion in one dimension, two dimension and three dimension. Especially we have to study the motion in two dimension, that is the projectile motion. This one is the projectile motion, is a very important portion for your syllabus. That syllabus left. So I again start that one. The motion in two dimension, that is the projectile motion. In this we use all the three formula along x-axis, along y-axis, along x-axis, along y-axis. Suppose we apply the formula v is equal to u plus at, then we say vx is equal to ux plus ax into t. Along y-axis, vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. Second one, s is equal to ut plus half at square formula, all of you know. Along x-axis, x is equal to uxt, or we write x is equal to x naught plus uxt plus half ax into t square. Y is equal to y naught plus half u by t plus half a by t square. In the similar way, v square minus u square formula, we can write vx square minus vux square is equal to 2as. As in place of s, we write x. In the same way, along y-axis, vy square minus uy square is equal to 2ay. In place of y, in place of s, we write as y. So that we use that one formula in the projectile motion in two dimension. You have to, if you write once, then you can easily find out. A projectile, what is projectile? What do you mean by the projectile? A projectile, an object thrown with initial velocity and then allowed to move under the action of gravity alone, that is called projectile. For example, a bomb is released from the aeroplane, a bullet shot from a gun, a javelin throw. All of you throw the javelin. Shot put throw is the example of projectile motion. Is it clear? The path followed by the projectile during its flight is called trajectory. The path followed by the projectile during its flight is called trajectory. When we study the projectile motion, keep in your mind only 3 points. The force is not taken into account. There is no any type of force of friction, force due to gravity, viscosity, no any force comes into play. First thing. Second, the velocity along x-axis is always remains constant. Along x-axis velocity is constant, so that acceleration along x-axis is equal to 0. Second one, there is a variable velocity along y-axis, or the velocity along y-axis is always variable, that is acceleration along y-axis is always equal to acceleration due to gravity, depending upon the situation. When a ball is thrown vertically upward, it is also a projectile. The acceleration vertically upward, we consider g is equal to minus g. We apply the minus sign. Acceleration is equal to minus g. When the ball is thrown from the height, then acceleration to the downward direction, then acceleration is equal to positive acceleration. Is it clear? Now I have written the important type of question, so that a projectile moves in a parabolic path when thrown at an angle theta with the horizontal. This is 3 marks question, so you have to write in this way. First of all, you draw the diagram. Let a projectile is thrown at an angle theta with initial velocity u at an angle theta from the origin. At origin, x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 0. At any instant of time, projectile reaches at point P, whose coordinate is x, y. Is it clear? Now, it thrown with initial velocity u, so that we have to resolve in the two component, ux is equal to u cos theta, uy is equal to u sin theta. Is it clear? So that component of velocity along y-axis is equal to u sin theta, component of velocity along x-axis is equal to u cos theta. That's why I have written ux is equal to u cos theta and uy is equal to u sin theta. Now the motion along x-axis, which one formula you apply? You have to apply the formula s is equal to ut plus half at square. For your general knowledge, I have written x is equal to x naught plus uxt plus half axt square. Just I brief you that one formula. S is equal to ut plus half at square in this format. Along x-axis we apply the x symbol only. X is equal to x naught plus uxt plus half ax into t square. Now x naught is equal to 0. At the origin, x naught is equal to 0. Ux is equal to u cos theta. Along x-axis, velocity is always constant. Therefore, acceleration along x-axis, ax is equal to 0. Putting this one value in the above equation, we get x is equal to u cos theta into t plus half a into t square. Half a into ax into t square. In place of ax, we write 0. Half 0 into t square. The equation becomes x is equal to u cos theta into t, or t is equal to x by u cos theta. This is equation number 1. That is the motion along horizontal. Now we consider the motion along vertical. We know that y is equal to y naught plus u by t plus half a by t square. In the same way, we have to apply the same formula. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Along y-axis, we have to write y is equal to u by t plus half a by into t square. Y naught is equal to 0, no problem. Is it understand? Why we write y naught is equal to 0? Because the projectile is at the origin. Y naught coordinate, y coordinate is equal to 0 at the origin. Therefore, y naught is equal to 0, uy is equal to u sin theta, ay is equal to minus g, because the object is thrown vertically upward. Therefore, y is equal to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Equation number 2. Now putting the value of t in equation 1, from equation 1, in equation 2 we get t is equal to how much? T is equal to x by u cos theta. You see that one. And then we have written y is equal to u sin theta. T in place of t we write x by u cos theta minus half g t square. The x by u cos theta whole square is equal to x square by u square cos square theta. Now you cancel out, sin by cos is equal to 10, x is present. Y is equal to x tan theta minus half g x square by u square cos square theta. It then this is the equation of parabola of second order. Hence projectile thrown at an angle theta with horizontal moves in a parabolic path. You have to write in the examination up to this one. For your knowledge, why we write the let here tan theta is equal to a, हम लोग मान लेंगे tan theta is equal to a and half g by u square cos square theta is equal to b. Now put in this value, y is equal to ax minus bx square. This is the general form of equation of parabola of second order. If we put this in this format, then it also becomes the equation of parabola of second order. Therefore we write as equation, it is the equation of parabola of second order. Hence projectile thrown at an angle theta with the horizontal moves in a parabolic path. In the examination you have to write up to this one. For your understanding, you have to understand in this way. Now second question in this projectile, obtain an expression for time of flight, height attained, horizontal range when a projectile is thrown at an angle theta with the horizontal. It is also a 5 marks question. This one, projectile moves in a parabolic path. It is a 3 marks question and very important. Now the time of flight. Time of flight, we can define the time of flight. It is the time taken by the projectile from point of projection till it hits ground. It is denoted by capital T. यहाँ से यहाँ जाने में कितना समय लगा, that is called time of flight. So up to this one, reach at point A, here the projectile hit the ground, that is the total time taken, and this total time taken is equal to T. We know that from the equation, y is equal to u by t plus half ay into t square. T is equal to capital T because it take the total time from O to A. Therefore T is equal to T, uy is equal to u sin theta. You have this equation, ay is equal to minus g, y is equal to 0. Net vertical distance is 0 when the projectile hit the ground. How much? देखो vertical distance कुछ हो रहा है नहीं. Therefore net vertical distance is equal to 0. Therefore we write as 0 is equal to u sin theta into capital T minus half g into capital T square. Now transport the term and then half gt square is equal to u sin theta into t. One t cancel out from the left side, then gt is equal to 2u sin theta, then t is equal to 2u sin theta by g. This is the equation. This is the equation of time of flight. We can also say from point O to B, that is called time of ascent. B to A, that is the time of descent. The sum of time of ascent plus time of descent is also known as the time of flight. And we get the same thing. Time of ascent, t by 2 is equal to u sin theta by g. Time of descent, t by 2 is equal to u sin theta by g. Sum it. Time of flight is equal to u sin theta by g plus u sin theta by g is equal to 2u sin theta by g. Is it clear? Now again maximum height attained. Maximum height attained. This one, the B to the ground level surface, that is the maximum height attained by the projectile. So I have defined it. Maximum vertical distance traveled by the projectile during its journey is called maximum height attained, and it is denoted by capital H. In general, we have the formula v square minus u square is equal to 2as along y-axis. It is a distance along y-axis. This one line, dash line is parallel to y-axis. So that along y-axis, vy square minus uy square is equal to 2asy. Now at the highest point, velocity, vertical component of velocity is equal to 0. Therefore vy is equal to 0, uy is equal to u sin theta, sy is equal to h, a is equal to minus g. Now we put this one value in this equation, we get 0 whole square minus u sin theta whole square is equal to 2 minus g into capital H. Now solve it. U square sin square theta minus u square sin square theta is equal to minus 2gh. Minus minus cancel out, and then we write h is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. It is the expression for time of it is the expression for the maximum height attained by the projectile during its journey.